Yo, shout out to the Most High. It's always I see when all over say this L-Deez. Also known Lawrence One for another episode. I need to know my special guest. Introduce yourself, G.
What's happening, y'all? This your boy PacManFevah. You know what I'm saying?
I said G since it's Pac-Man. I say Pete. You pushing Pete, nigga?
You know it all day, man. All day, Pac-Man. You feel me?
All right, man. I'd like to ask all my guests this question. How did you get your name Pac-Man?
Man, that shit came from birth, bro. Like when I was born, I was a little yellow ball, bro. So they just start calling me that out the womb.
So that would make you Mr. Pac-Man. Now you're grown in the mouth.
Hey, yeah. No, I was born in, you know what I'm saying, the 80s. So, you know, around that, the fever time. So that's how my name came about.
Gotcha. I got to ask you a Pac-Man question real quick. What do you think is more iconic in video game-wise, Pac-Man or Mario?
Oh, definitely Pac-Man.
Definitely Pac-Man.
Yeah.
All right, now I got to ask you the second part two to that question. What shoe is bigger, Chuck Taylor or Jordan?
What shoe is bigger?
Yeah.
Shit, got to be a Chuck Taylor.
Okay, gotcha, because it was essentially the same question. Okay, for sure. Well, shout out to Pac-Man, shout out to Jordan, shout out to Chuck Taylor.
All of them.
For sure, man. So what brings you on the show, man? What are you about, man?
Man, I got my hands in some of everything these days, but right now I'm CEO and owner of Threads Culture and Fashion clothing store in Oakland. You know, where I design and push my own brand.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, and what else? You said you got your hands in a whole bunch of stuff.
Shit, do music. I'm a actor. I got three movies out. I done won some film festival awards. I do people book covers. I do branding. I do all kind of stuff right now. Right?
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now is there anything else you want to shed light on? Because I'm finna go off the top of the head, subject for subject, you know?
It's good, bro. Whatever, you know.
Okay,
We
man.
talk about it, right?
Man, let's start with the music. No. Let's not start with the music. Don't start with the music. Let's start with the acting.
Man, so that came about a little bit before COVID. I did this movie called Divine Living. We did part one. We premiered it to do like some film festivals and stuff because COVID shut everything down. And we won the film festivals, and then we came back with part two, and we did some drops in the theater in Frisco, and it went good online. And we did part three. Now it's all on YouTube. It's doing pretty good.
Okay, so you said Divine, right?
Divine Living.
Divine Living, is that some sort of church movie or something?
No, it's not. It's like life, you know, life in Oakland. You know, all the struggles, all the challenges, all the different things you face going out in the streets, from, you know, the political side to the street side to, you know, different things you got to deal with.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And it's about life in Oakland, and it didn't have a nigga like me in it? Or you show this Oakland or Alameda County somewhere, you know?
For Oakland, it had me in it. You feel me?
Shout out, man. Shout out to Filthy Rich with the... Where we at, man?
You know what I'm saying? We in Oakland, man.
For sure, man.
Yeah.
So you said Divine
Living, part 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, so who is it about, man?
So I'm the main character. My character in there is Big Comfy.
Okay.
Or whatever. So I play like, you know what I'm saying, kind of like a boss. Same shit in real life. Just I play like, I mean,
I like how he slid that in there. He said,
yeah,
same shit in real life.
But you know what I'm saying? I got a boss character, but I'm kind of like a bad influencer. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Not the same in real life, but like I'm a bad influencer. I kind of got this young kid who going through something, and I'm like, you know, if you do this, I'll get you that. You know what I'm saying? And he tempted by what he see, and you know his friends tell him like, man, don't fuck with bro.
Gotcha. So is Big Comfy a dealer?
Yeah, Big Comfy and a dealer, more like an orchestrator. You know what I'm saying? Like
the ringleader.
Yeah, you don't really see him. You know what I'm saying? Doing nothing, just like real.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, are you the writer?
No, I'm not the writer. The writers on the movie is Skip TV. They're the ones that wrote the whole thing, and a couple other people. But within the movie, I did a lot of just free acting, just like being me, because like I ain't never had no acting experience before that. Like my acting is videos. I do, you know, shoot videos as a music artist. So it's like I can do that, but prior to that, I wasn't in movies. So for the movie to do what it's done, it's like, man, that was dope for me.
Gotcha. So your hand in the movies is just acting.
Yeah, I'm just acting.
Okay, but not no writing.
No writing.
Give a shout out to the writer. Who writing your shit?
Skippy TV, you know what I'm saying? Skip TV, appreciate everything, man. Giving me a main character role in my first 3 movies, and you know what I'm saying? See what we do from there. But I got 7 film festival awards, and you know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty dope.
That is dope.
To be shot right here in Oakland, too, you know what I'm saying?
So the protagonist is the person that the movie's about. That's you. Mm-hmm. Who's the antagonist? Who's the person that stands in your way?
It's like, it's really nobody standing in my way until the part 3. But it's like, it's hard for me to, like, give it away, because part 3 is, like, the one where you be like, man.
Where can they find this at?
It's on YouTube. YouTube, just type in Divine Living, and you can put Divine Living in the letter I, and then you can put Divine Living I, whatever, how you put 3 in there, you know what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3. So Divine Living 1, 2, and 3, you'll see it. They pop up with me on the cover or one of my other co-stars.
Okay, for sure. You know what I'm saying? So you said that you do music too?
Yeah, I do music. I've been doing music for a long time, man. Like, that's the origin. That's
okay.
Everything, yeah. So, yeah. What you want to know about that?
You know what? I want to say the music for last, because that's one of my favorite topics. Let's talk about the clothing.
So the clothing came with the music, me touring and learning different things from Souls of Mischief, Hieroglyphics, going out on tour with them, and seeing the merch game, and just seeing how people just make money off their merch, like hand over fist over on tour and out there in the shows, and just getting to the public and their response, and like how that is more of a billboard than anything. So
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I just picked up that concept real young, and I was like, I got with Tower on my first idea, because I had my label Red Sparks Entertainment, and I was like, man, I need you to make me a graphic to make my label pop off, like, you know how Atlanta was doing with the big T-shirts and they label and all that stuff. So
you said who?
Atlanta.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
So it was like when they was making their move and coming up or whatever, I was seeing a lot of stuff they was doing, and I was like, I like the way they putting their brand out. So I was like, man, make me a logo with, you know, something I could put out. So I did that, and the response was to that was good. And I came with this shirt called Carrot Cake after a single I had made, and that did really good with the girls. And I was like, man, I'm gonna get into these clothes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then it was after that, it was more to get my name out where people know me, like Fever, you know, because it was me rebranding myself, because originally I had a different name, Spark, aka Pac-Man. So now I'm PacManFevah. Well, getting to that, like when I wanted to get to Fever, I was like, I need something, a shirt or something to make people say that shit. So I just put Fever on the shirt, like, and people ask me what that means. It's just like, it's hot as Fever, it's PacManFevah. Like, that's me. You representing a black brand of me, like, you know what I'm saying, entrepreneur, and they fucked with it or whatever, you know what I'm saying. So I just blew up from there in the Fever. I took it back to the retro perspective of it, of like me being the 80s baby, me being called Pac-Man. So it's like the craze was PacManFevah or whatever. So I put a twist on it with the FEVAH or whatever. And like, people got a craze for me. I'm Pac-Man, so I just PacManFevah.
So what are some of the challenges that you actually have through the years, like in the pandemic? Did you have any challenges in the pandemic?
Man, so I've been running my clothing store 7 years. Like, this will be the 7th year.
Okay.
And but we've been through all the ups and downs, man. So we came off of a fire. I had a fire next door. Excuse me, fire next door to my store. Shut mine down because of the smoke, bad, all that stuff. So the day right before my anniversary, the fire happened. My 3rd year anniversary. Boom. So we got to be closed for 18 months, 12 months, or whenever I get things back rolling. Then COVID hit.
Yeah.
Man, so in COVID, I had to learn how to pivot. And what I did was start helping people build their business instead of worry about mine. All the people who was like, man, I got a shirt idea. I need a business card. I need masks. I need woo. I was like, I went and sat down. I learned how to do it all. I'm like, all right, run it in. Like, I kept running them plays in. Like, man, I was helping everybody brand and market themselves, you know what I'm saying, during the pandemic, and sitting back and helping my business, you know what I'm saying, keep afloat without having to open the doors and sell clothes and all that stuff. So in doing that, I said, I need to create me a brand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's going to stand out and that's going to go crazy because I see it work. You know what I'm saying? Tested it for like a whole 2 years. Like, all right, like, now let me go crazy with my brand. Like, I done gave you y'all way. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
So you a big guy. Do you got clothes for big people, man?
Man, you know I do. That's always the question, man. Do you got clothes for the big fellas? Like, for sure. Everything is made, designed, you know what I'm saying, and manufactured clothes, everything by me. Like, so I was like, I think about every person, like, because I hear that, you know what I'm saying? People always telling me that, like, bro, you got something for the big boys? Like, hell yeah, you know what I'm saying?
What about the big girls?
For sure.
The plusers.
The curvy women. We definitely got something for the curvy women.
No, not thick. I'm talking about the big ones.
We got something for the curvy women. Got something for the curvy women. That's what I call it, I keep it player, man.
Keep it big. So yeah, man. So do you got the groupies and stuff like that with the line, man? I want to know, how is it being a shirt trapper?
Man, so it's crazy though. Like, even starting a business, like you could say that's how it started, because I bumped into a female, like, selling my clothes at McDonald's on 73rd, like, out the trunk.
Wait. Yeah. Say, let me, you said, this is what I heard you say.
Come on.
You know, because I got this that recovery shit. Like, I'm talking to you like I'm a counselor, nigga. Well, I heard you say that you saw a woman on 73rd selling your clothes.
Yeah, I sold her my clothes on 73rd at the McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? So she was, I was out the trunk, and I seen her. I had a little legging outfit and some other stuff. And I sold it to her, and she was like, you need a store. Like, this stuff belongs in a store or whatever. And she was just on me, like, hella on me. She would hit me for other clothes, and she had a dude. She hit me with her dude. Like, hey, bring me and my dude some clothes. I'm like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? We in the town, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, it was still, at that time, being out the trunk was cool, but it was still dangerous, you know what I'm saying? So I pulled up. She like, I've been telling you it's a store over here. I put up on Fairfax because I'm from West Oakland. So like,
okay,
you know
shout out to the West.
Yeah, so I'm like, man, I like, all right, I pull up on Fairfax. And she like, it's right across the street. So this building, hollow, is nothing in there. I look in the window like, no store. She's like, no, like, you should build a store with this stuff. And I'm like, all right, so I'll sell her dude, leave there. She called me again, like, the landlord over here. A few days later, she's like, come over here and network with him. I'm like, all right. I call my brothers and them, like, bro, come over here with me to, you feel me? Like, so I'm like, blood, I don't know what they got going on. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it actually ended up being a blessing, though, because it was an older black man that had been in that neighborhood for many years. His family ran all the liquor stores and stuff over there. He gave me a chance, you know. I told him what I was doing. I showed him. He was like, man, yeah, this stuff. He said, you don't need to be out the trunk with this kind of stuff. Like, this some real nice stuff, you know. So I was like, all right. So he said, take my number. And he ain't had nothing in the building. And I met him where he wanted to be met at. And I told him we're going to do some extras. And he was like, all right. But at the time, it wasn't good. It was like, I was out the trunk, you know what I'm saying, just making it. Coming from L.A. or whatever, traveling back and forth or whatever, like, had a lot going on. So I was like, man, I'm going to start a stove, started this clothes, because the clothes keeping me on, but now overhead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for long story short, for a whole year, I didn't even open the store. I just paid the rent. So I figured out, like, how we was going to build it out. You know what I'm saying? Me and my boy figured that part out, and when we built it out, it was like, all right, cool. It was all worth it. It was slow in the beginning, but it was worth it.
For sure, man. Do you get a lot of clientele at the store?
Yeah, it's a lot of people who come through there. A lot of people who know me from Instagram. A lot of people who see me at like First Fridays, who see me on the street, who them kind of like word of mouth or whatever. It's kind of like a secluded block. I also get like a lot of exclusive shopping. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? When people like, but I know you got something right now. You know what I'm saying? Like where they know it's their last minute and they need to hurry up and hit me. You know what I'm saying?
So say you got somebody, right, that wants you, right, to actually do their shirts. Do you do shirts too? Is that some place where they could actually come through and get some merchandise done too?
Yeah, you come through. We do customs and all that stuff. You make your order. I do all that stuff.
You on the graphics?
Yeah, I do on the graphics. I custom design everything, bro.
Okay.
This, everything. I do all that.
So you look like Suge Knight, but you touching everything like he 40.
You feel me?
Shout out to 40 and shout out to
for
Suge.
real. Yeah, for sure. Shout out to 40.
Yeah, for sure, man.
For sure,
So I'm going to ask you the question of the day real quick. It's about the Warriors.
All right. Let's go, baby.
What two people in the world do you think are the most mad that the Warriors won a championship?
My partner. I could tell you that. My partner. I don't know too many other people, but I know I got a partner who he lost some real money because he was like, man, I'm going against the Warriors on this one. This is a jinx. And he's like, I'm betting a lot. And I was like, ooh. You know what I'm saying? All right. So I know he mad. And who else? Shit, the Celtics.
Okay, I'll take that. You know who I got?
Who?
I got Charles Barkley.
Of course.
I got Charles Barkley. And the other one might be, I don't know, but I put this on my page, and a lot of people said KD might be one of them. But he don't come off as somebody that might be hella mad, though.
Nah, man. You know, you move on.
CP3.
You move on, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think he mad. You know what I'm saying? He over there
For sure.
doing his thing.
So I was going to ask you about another clothing brand real quick. Do you remember Big Pimpin'?
Yeah, I definitely remember Big Pimpin'.
That shit was crazy, huh?
I remember, you know, I was like not into what I'm into now, but I remember the T-shirts going crazy. Like I seen them everywhere. Like I seen the Vans. I seen them at the what was the thing on 90th, 98 for what Kennedy used to have that big record pool. They used to always be over there. Yeah, so I always see them. I seen them a lot in the East, especially.
Do you ever find yourself like that now that everybody got T-shirts, it is a harder competition?
No.
Okay, that's a good answer.
Because like everybody, like a T-shirt is like you gonna always need to throw a T-shirt on. You know what I'm saying? Like
For sure.
For some reason, you know what I'm saying? It's 365 days a week. Like what you gonna be mad at? More people have.
Now, do you sell regular white tees there too?
A year. No.
I heard you. I got you.
Yeah.
You sell regular white tees too?
No, I sometimes, but like I don't really like be having them on deck. I really be trying to stick to exclusive fashion. You know what I'm saying? Something like a piece. When you come get something, you're going to wear it and you're going to feel like you're wearing something for the day. It's not like just a T-shirt. Sometimes, but like, I don't always carry them. I ain't going to lie.
And you said that you be going back and forth to L.A., right?
No, I didn't say that.
Okay. I thought I heard you said something about L.A.
You said that.
Okay, gotcha. So where's your biggest fan base outside Oakland then?
Man, I don't know, bro. I just, wherever I be going, like, shit, I don't really know. I don't really narrow it down. I'm so involved in this shit, so I don't really know where the fans is at because everything is online. Everybody buying shit. You know what I'm saying? It's all over the place right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, Street the Politician was just wearing my shit in D.C. You know what I'm saying? Cassius Couvé was wearing my shit on the front of the Wall Street Journal.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? It's like different places. People hitting me in Minnesota wearing it. It's just everywhere. I don't really.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Now let's get into the music.
All right, that's good.
For sure, man. Where did your hip hop experience start?
With Souls of Mischief, and I could say really like KRS-One. Like I was into the music a lot or whatever, like being young and rapping at home and being with little groups. But one night we was at like a show, and it was a time when I think he was talking about Nelly. He was on that hype, and he was like letting people grab the mic and freestyle. And I like bust for him, and he was kind of like on it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like, oh, that's cool. And I was feeling myself at that time or whatever. I don't know what it was. I don't know what I said or whatever, but it was cool that KRS-One had handed me the mic. You know what I'm saying? That was like, that was the experience for me. So, and then being able to talk to him and network with him after that was a good experience. And so that kind of just like changed everything for me because I got to see like what real hip hop was, how deep he was into what music is. You know what I'm saying? And then being what Souls of Mischief and Hieroglyphics touring with them is just like seeing them rock the mic and doing these shows with these people going crazy and shit like that. And then A+ started putting me on or whatever, like me do shows, him and DJ Lex with Opie on them. So I was like, man, I just fell in love with it then.
That's dope, man. Have you ever, you been out of town with them before, right?
Yeah, I've been out of town. Yeah, we've been out of town before, for sure.
Gotcha. Where's the first you ever went?
Man, where the first? I don't know. The most memorable one is like always Oregon for me or whatever. We've been to Hawaii, other places and shit, but like Oregon is always just one of the memorable ones. So we had a really good time, but they let me be who I was, bring my clique, do our thing. You know what I'm saying?
How do you best describe your music?
Universal.
Universal?
Yeah, like. So it's a piece in there for everybody. Sometime I give you my pain, sometime I give you the streets, sometime I give you a club. You know, sometime I just like I'm hip hop. You know, so it's a mixture of whatever the beat tell me, for the most part, whatever the music say.
Okay, that's dope, man. Who are some of your biggest influences, man?
Tupac, always at the top. Like I said, KRS-One, 40, you know, it's Babe, Hove, for sure, Jay-Z, Snoop, for sure, Snoop, the whole this like West Coast movement, like, you know, at that time, Snoop, Dre, NWA, all that stuff, like, that was a big thing for me listening to them. But like East Coast, I was all into crazy shit, Dials Effects, like all kind of shit.
Stickity bum, mate.
Yeah, so like for me, like, you know what I'm saying, talking about music, like people say like music hella dumb now or whatever, like this is what they saying is just like, you know, whatever, rap or whatever. And I'm like, what you niggas listening to Dials Effects? Like this nigga said, bum stickity bum. I got my pump, and I'm a fee five, my four Finley fun me. Here I come, Sophie the Piper. I'm hyping them Pinocchio's nose. I'm like, what? So I'm like, well, so what is wrong with what we listen to now?
You know what I think is more about? I think that it was the motherfuckers that was our age saying that Dials Effect shit was stupid when they was that age. I think the niggas is just getting old. That's all that is.
Right. We all getting old.
Because, you know, sometimes you could hear the music being butchered, right?
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Oh, for sure.
You know, I mean, for some people, like if you hear like a Marvin Gaye,
come on,
right, and then you hear somebody say, you know, I love that song, Whistle While You Twerk. Shout out to the Yin Yang Twins, right?
Right.
But some people somewhere be like, damn, they butchered a Disney song. Mm-hmm. You know, it was a good, clean, wholesome song. And go ahead and start it. Make the pussy fart and whistle while you know.
Twerk something. Hey, Yin Yang was in the thing, though. They made it move, though.
They did, though. They got sued, I think, for that, though. But it definitely put them in a good position to get looked at.
I think a few of their songs hit like that. Where they got like sued or something.
Yeah.
But they made their mark. You know.
For sure. Whistle While You Twerk, that is a classic.
Yeah. And ain't gonna be a time you turn that on and people gonna look at you like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like it's kind of like, what's that? That Juvenile song, right?
Back that ass up.
Yeah, it's like.
Well, Baby got back, then Back That Ass Up, And then a few songs under that.
Yeah, Baby Got Back is always in there. But, you know, that's kind of sketchy. It was sketchy for a minute, that song, because it was talking about girls' derriere before it got popular.
For sure.
Yeah, so it was sketchy.
But it was huge, though.
Yeah.
So I'm about to slide this one in at you. If you could have made 5 songs, what 5 songs do you wish that you had made?
Ooh, 5 songs. Reasonable Doubt. Like that's one of the ones I love that song. Let me see. Ice Cube. That's Predator.
Predator.
Yeah, Ice Cube Predator. I like that song. Let me see. Shit. Anything that nigga Chris Brown touched. Anything with him, he raw as fuck. So he's a good writer. I wish I would have made shit. I don't even know, man, because I be trying to block people's songs out, but I like that one. Those shit. Oh, that 116 Ain't Enough with Ross and all them. Yeah, definitely that one.
You heard that, Stevie Vo?
Yeah, man, that's
that 3000 verse is ridiculous. Shout out to 3000 and shout out to Ross.
Yeah.
You know,
shout out to Ross, for real.
You know what's so crazy about his music? It doesn't age.
Man, bro. I feel that one. I fuck with his sound. It's just it's so big. Like, I thrive for that sound when I'm in the studio. Like, man, make sure my shit sound big. Like,
okay, you got live bands and stuff like that going at you?
But I got, like, producers that be making that shit sound, you know what I'm saying? But I fuck with a live band. I don't have to do that outside, you know, on the road, or, like, we be doing little pop-ups about a store and be having a live band behind us, you know what I'm saying? Spinning this shit.
Gotcha. What is your biggest song to date?
Right now it's All Bad. All Bad. I think it's one of my biggest songs because it's also on the movie, and it's just like my truth.
What movie is it on?
It's Divine Living. It's at the it's like the ending credits or whatever. So kind of put the whole movie together if you kind of listen. But it was wrote from a place of like deep pain, and I let it out, and people really like feel that one. Like, the beat, the delivery, everything. Like, man, that's like, damn, you were saying some shit on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, I like making music too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for real?
Yeah, man, I fuck with it. Shout out to Tower, man. Me and him gotta knock this little project out.
Yeah, I heard you ain't finished that.
Nah, man, he definitely put me on blast about that. But things be happening, you know what I'm saying? No, and I'm glad I grabbed some beats from him.
Gotta get some of them. Sure.
So this is another question I want to ask you. You know what I'm saying? Tupac. What album is better to you? Me Against the World or Machiavelli?
Me Against the World.
You can name 5 songs off Me Against the World?
No, I can't name them by name, but I just remember like the certain songs. Like, I remember that one where he's in the video, where he's in the hotel.
Temptations?
Yeah, that one. Fuck, what other songs is on there? I don't know. I think I put that comparison because at the time of where he was at compared to the time of where he was at in Machiavelli.
He was dead in Machiavelli.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying, like, that, you know? It was put out while he was dead, but he wasn't dead when he made it.
Well, you know I had to get you back for saying this. You said that.
You said that. No, he was dead when it was put out. But no, he was in a different, I think, the mind frame or whatever. It's more like the player vibe, the Oakland vibe you was getting from him, you know what I'm saying, just the more poetic, you know, Pac or whatever. By Machiavelli time, it was more like, it was poetic, but it was like, it was ruthless. It was, you know, it was more like a grudge, you know. Yeah,
you know what I gathered from that? I gathered that, this is what I hear a lot of people saying, it makes sense. Me Against the World was the last album that you heard Tupac.
Right.
During All Eyes on Me, he wasn't really Tupac no more. He was Machiavelli. Machiavelli is a sum of all the Tupacs. It's the Tupacalypse Now, Revolutionary, Black Panther, Go Busted potting out of jail.
Right,
It's strictly for my niggas. He's definitely a nigga when he's Machiavelli.
Definitely.
And then he actually has like a cool player side, kind of intellectual side.
No, but if the player side will just be like, toss it up, right? On that, what was that? Was that on that?
Just like Daddy.
Well, yes, but I mean, it was still kind of like, it wasn't hella player though. Like, I don't know. I don't think Just Like That was hella player. Like, but I know.
Player don't always mean that you got a lot of women to me. It's just how you handle shit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, like he definitely he spit that shit for sure on there. For sure.
You know, Toss It Up was damn near a diss song.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Cause some people kind of look at it like, man, that song was like, cause he kind of start off like that, but I'm like, man, if you as he dive in, like, man, he turned up, like, I turned up on that song. So like, that was my comparison. I feel you. You know,
in To Live and Die in L.A. is a player song.
Oh yeah, definitely for sure. That's a player song.
That's damn near like
that's because they like if you listen to any Pac or like when you in L.A. or whatever, you still see, you know what I'm saying, them riding to that, and you know what I'm saying, it's just one of them vibe songs. It's like you touch down and you feel like, I want to play this song, you know what I'm saying, like I'm here. Like
if Ice Cube puts out Today Was a Good Day, Tupac could put up To Live and Die
in LA.
Those are similar vibes. Yeah. Everything is kind of cool. I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying? Right, Nobody ain't really tripping,
in
you know.
Verses?
Yeah.
In the verses, yeah.
You know, the sun is out on both of them.
Yeah, definitely the sun is out on both of them.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Tupac and Nas.
Tupac and Nas, man. Tupac.
You said it like it was a landslide.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's Pac. I love Nas. There ain't no disrespect, but it's just, it's like, it's the energy that I feel. You know what I'm saying? When I hear Pac, I feel like super different when I hear Nas. To put it light, you know what I'm saying? But when I hear Pac, like it's like, because he spit from like his stomach, you know what I'm saying? Like his bounce and everything. When you seeing him in the studio, it's just like you seeing like his whole vibe was coming through this or whatever. You felt it, you know, like you felt that passion. So that's what I like about Pac over Nas. And ain't no big things.
I like, you know what? I like them both a lot. But the difference to me is that Nas is for hip-hop enthusiasts and other rappers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Dope, though. And Tupac is for everybody.
Right.
You know, like, I don't need... Tupac says a lot of things that Nas says, but in a simpler form where you can kind of like digest, like anybody can understand it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if you listen to him, like, it ain't really... He ain't complicating shit. Nas he's just lyrical. He fit more bars or more words in his bar than Tupac do. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't really like saying shit that's over your head. He just saying more bars, more words within that bar. And you like, man, it's too much to listen to.
But see, this is what I'm saying. My mother is 75 years old, right? If she was listening to Nas, she'd be like, okay, I'm trying to catch it. But you could throw on Tupac, Dear Mama, and she'd get that.
She wouldn't get Uchi Wally? Uchi Bang Bang?
She'd be like, Uchi Bang Bang? What, he got a gun? Hey, I remember, shout out to that nigga Yuck Mouth. I remember I was sitting up there, because Yuck Mouth is one of my favorite rappers too, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I was in the paint department at my job, and I said this. I'm from the 6'500. Jack moves and licks, I done it. That's why and I said that in front of an older lady. Ironically, you should work with my mother, right? She said, Jack moves and licks. She thought I was sex playing, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
Jack moves and licks.
Pause. Oh, man.
Not Jack moves
I know what it is. I know what it is.
But she is like, ooh,
yeah.
Jack moves and licks.
You should have told her pause. You gotta, if you don't put that there, man, you can't leave that open like that.
How many albums you got?
Like 3 albums and hella just singles.
You got standalones?
Yeah, I one time. Sometime I just go like for 2 months or 3 months, just dropping a single every week. Sometime like, cause I got full access to the studio. You know what I'm saying? So we just be dropping. So like the last stuff, I just did a project. Well, and I'm working on a project, and I did something with Moses Music.
On 90 something?
No, Moses Music. he don't be in the 90s, but he from the town. He got a lot of music out. I dropped this song called Big Juice Drinking. We just dropped that like 2 weeks ago or something. And I got a little segment on at Threads called Bars and Fashion.
Yeah.
So what we do on that with the Bars and Fashions, we get different artists out to shoot like a 16 bar verse of whatever song they got that's raw. You know what I'm saying? And I shoot the video, edit it, do all that shit, and we put it out every other week on the Bars and Fashion where they wear something they got from the store and they spit their 16 or whatever. So we be doing that too.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, we got a segment on there. I think I started it off. I'm on part 1. Moses on I think part 3. Right now we on part 6. We got Ellie Cocaine coming up.
Yeah. Shout out to Ellie Cocaine. She doing her thing.
Yeah, for sure. We got Beta Weeda, G-Stack, talking to Band-Aid, Hood Stars. So, you know, just in the works or whatever, getting the town, you know, behind it. Getting more people in the outfits and bringing something new to the town.
Gotcha. And I'm glad you said the town because I'm going to ask you now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Say you got a cousin that came from out of town.
Right.
And he said, man, it's 3 parts of Oakland: East Oakland, West Oakland, and North Oakland.
Right.
How would you describe to him what the difference is between the sides of Oakland?
Right now, man, West Oakland, like you're going to see more like new buildings, more like high-rise buildings, more new stuff happening. East Oakland, still going to see people riding around, kind of grimy still. North Oakland is still, it's kind of quiet. It ain't,
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't, because it's like Rock Ridge or something and all of that stuff. It ain't super noisy. And there ain't no diss to the north or no diss to the east, no diss to the west. That's just what the town is right now. Besides, you know, the other side, you know what I'm saying? But
what's the other side?
you know, the bipping, you feel me, all that shit. So,
Okay. So the vibe you saying in North Oakland is kind of laid back and quiet.
Yeah.
And you said in West Oakland, all they gonna see is buildings. Are you trying to say that that's the vibe?
Nah, I mean, on the, you know, like if you coming from out of town or whatever, you're not going to the hood of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, not unless you in Jamaica and you like, man, I want to see this, or, you know what I'm saying, certain places you don't always go to the hood. So, but like in...
Wait. But what if they got a relative?
If they got a relative, well, they go in the hood or whatever, they may see, you know what I'm saying, some homelessness, a lot of that, you know what I'm saying. They may experience their car getting bipped, you know what I'm saying, if they are not warned to not leave stuff in their car or whatever. I mean, it's kind of like a warning label that come when you get off the plane in the town, like, hey, don't leave nothing in your car. You know what I'm saying? There's no disrespect to my city, but it's just a known fact.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So check this out, man. If you're coming out, let's just say the grocery store, right? And you see somebody bipping your car, would you say something?
Yeah, I'm gonna say something. I mean, it's a natural instinct or whatever as a human being. You ain't gonna like see nobody doing anything to anything you done accomplished and build and worked hard for, and somebody doing something to it.
If you have 3 5-year-olds with you, say like you being uncle that day, 3 5-year-olds, are you still saying something?
Yeah, I mean, I'm the person they looking up to. Like, am I supposed to be like, yeah, just let that happen to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, this let people trample all over things you done build. At least, you know what I'm saying, say something or whatever. Don't just hold that in, because you still got to deal with that. What, you going to tell everybody else your story all day? Like, well, somebody broke in my car. What you do? I was there, but, you know, I had the kids with me, and you would say nothing. That's what you're going to hear. Like, I ain't say nothing. Like, well, I would have said something.
I'm at a catch-22. If I seen somebody, right, bipping my motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, car, and I'm with Lil L or something like that, and it's like 1 or 2 people, I might say, hey, something like that. But it's
saying something.
Yeah.
It is.
That's true.
So it ain't no, as you saying, is there an action?
Yeah.
There's a difference. Like, am I finna run up and leave my little ones and be like, man, hey, what the fuck, whoop, whoop, and try to and know I'm leaving them? Regardless, no, I ain't doing that. But I'm gonna be like, hey, blood, what the fuck? Because as soon as you say something, niggas is on panic. They on panic in what they doing anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because the nigga,
you know, somebody got smoked at the lake.
Well, we gonna skip past those subjects. But I don't talk about those shits. But
okay,
I hate that shit be happening in my city.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. But yeah. Okay.
But like, you know what I'm saying, and that be the result. You know what I'm saying, of like the action. You know what I'm saying, because you could say something and nigga could get scared over the tone of your voice or how you say something. You know what I'm saying, because you could be in the middle of a funk and it's all in the tone where you change to make a nigga think like, all right, bro, well, let's talk about this. You know what I'm saying? We could be, and if a calmer voice come in, we listening to that calmer voice. You know what I'm saying? But if you a rowdy voice or you a stern voice in that time, that nigga gonna look like, oh shit, like, but they may still take your shit. But by that time, nigga, your window broke or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still at a loss. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna double risk it? Like,
and that's what I was saying.
Yeah, no, not with the action, but I'm gonna say something. I ain't gonna be like, oh shit, like I'm gonna be like, man, the niggas ran like that, because what else they gonna do? Like, niggas ain't finna, unless you start running up on nigga ain't finna, you know what I'm saying, and go there with you unless you start making him feel threatened. They done got what they want, like, blood, take that merchandise. Like,
you know what's so crazy about that bipping shit? Half the time they not even doing shit but busting the window.
Yeah, and that's what's costing people, because I mean, it's expensive enough to live in this motherfucker. It's fucking $100 to walk out the house.
Yeah.
To walk out the house at this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So a motherfucker bust your window, you like, man, come on, bro. Like, I already had this bill, these kids. I'm trying to make it. Motherfucking gas going up every fucking other day. That's what, like, you know what I'm saying? And plus you already dealing with all the other shit in society of, if you're a black man, you know what I'm saying, you look like the people who doing the shit that you may not be doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole crazy cycle with just the mentality of your window that's got busted, because you don't know what a nigga going through, because there's so much we go through in the town. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much to walk outside and you be like, man, my fucking window, bro. So if you by yourself, you gonna act. And then it may go deeper because you already going through so much just living here.
That's real, though.
You know what I'm saying? But if you with your kids, you're going to think about the same shit you've been thinking about when you get in that car and go to work and everything. They safety, they security, all that shit. So
people say that Oakland has changed. Do you feel like Oakland has changed a lot?
I think it's with generation. Whatever generation they at, that's where they be at. When we was at hyphy, we was hyphy. You know what I'm saying? When the players was players, they was players. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever is going on right now, you know what I'm saying? That's what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? As far as the politics and all the other shit, that's what's going on. I don't involve myself. I stay neutral. I'm a player, man.
Would you say that Oakland has got better or worse?
I think worse because of we can't live here and we trying to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people fighting to live here because it's resourceful. Like, Oakland is resourceful as fuck, bro. Like, you could make it here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Being homeless. Like, you think like all these homeless people around here because like they just want to be homeless. Like, them niggas eat, they do shit, they make money, they got people who live in tents and park Chargers next to the motherfuckers out here.
You know what's crazy, though? Some people that's homeless do want to be homeless, though.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want the whole responsibility of this high-ass rent, this high-ass
I get what, yeah, I get where you're going.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, some people just live like that or whatever, and they cool with that, but it's so resourceful here that you can get money in so many different ways that you don't want to leave this motherfucker because you can't do that nowhere else.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You can bust so many plays in the town in one day. It's crazy. And like, it'll look like you done did a million things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I leave here, go to my store, leave there, go to the grill, leave there, go shoot scenes for a movie, leave there, go do some shit, and you all be right here in the town, and it look like you did a whole day of shit. Like, but it's hella shit to do. You could get money at each one of those, you know what I'm saying, things. You know what I'm saying?
And do you have your own record label still?
Yeah, Red Sparks Entertainment, same thing.
How many people on there?
It's just me. I ain't really been like pushing like no label shit or whatever. Like I've been dove into my clothes, man. I be happy with putting some singles out or whatever, and really getting the brand out of the clothes right now or whatever. Everybody want me to really dive into the music. That's really my calling. That's what really, like, you know, my parents say, my brother say, everything. I've been freestyling a lot in the studio, like, well, learning how to kind of just get in there and just do it instead of writing this shit.
You got a 16 you could kick for the show?
No.
No 16 for the show, man. What happened to the days where motherfuckers used to kick 16 for the show, man?
Oh no, man. I was like, he gonna ask me. I said, I'm high. I'm getting high. I ain't smoking. I ain't spitting.
Okay.
He gonna ask me, but no, I just don't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Too much, like, on interviews and shit, because then it just lead people to, you know, make their own comments or whatever. But I know what I do in that booth and what I do with the pen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still a writer or whatever, so I like writing. I like taking the time to think about what I'm finna say and all that shit. It's like, this is Aquarius in me, so I ain't gonna like, nigga, nah, because I'm not even in that mode. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So I ain't gonna lie to you.
You believe zodiac signs have something to do with people, how they act?
Yeah, definitely.
Huh.
Definitely.
So is there some zodiac sign you just don't fuck with?
Nah, I think I'm just a all-around person, but I fuck with you as long as you got a good character, you know what I'm saying? You got mannerism and good demeanor about yourself. Like, you know, I fuck with that. It's like, you stand on what you stand on. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with that. I ain't really got no.
What I meant to say is there any zodiac sign of a chick that you will not deal with? Because that's what I meant.
Oh, man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I can't deal with a Capricorn, bro. Can't deal with a Capricorn.
Hey, is that no cap?
No cap, bro. No cap.
Talk about your experience with a Capricorn.
They just, I don't know, bro. I strike out with them. It's bad with them. It's bad. That's all I can say, bro. It's bad. Like, we don't click. I don't know what it is.
Now, is that what the papers say?
Man, that's what the actions. That's what everything them happened said, bro. Like, I done learned. Like, yeah, that's what don't work.
Okay.
Yeah, don't work.
Before we get out of here, man, tell people where they can find you at. And thanks for this, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You got to show them what I done bring you up in here. Some new Flyers gear. Got you the green thing.
Oh, yeah, this the green one for me, man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure, for sure.
For sure, man. Thank you, man.
Yep. So, yeah, you come holler us at Threads, Culture and Fashion, 5319 Fairfax Avenue, Oakland, California. We got a recording studio on the top of there, so we charge $40 an hour. You never know who you're going to meet. A lot of people be coming through there. I'll be at First Fridays. First Friday in Oakland all the time. Come holler at me. Come to the Threads booth. We always got some new exclusive stuff. This week, we're going to be dropping these. I have one of these. Let me show y'all these motherfuckers right here. So, got the new hoodies, all embroidered with the Chanel hood, with the motherfucker mask built in.
Okay.
Already, you feel me? So you never.
That's the first time I seen that.
Yeah. With the Tommy stitch on, you know what I'm saying? Real thick. Gotta come to the store get you one. This ain't for you.
Okay. Hey, watch this. You said that.
Yeah, but we be at First Fridays. The website is Welcome to Threads. It's like a greeting. WelcomeToThreads.com. At PacManFevah on Instagram. Please follow me there. That's where everything can be seen. Behind the scenes, everything, all the stuff I be doing really on PacManFevah page. And yeah, man, we're just moving and grooving. I'm always dropping new singles. Big Juice Drinking is out right now. Go check that out. And shit, keep it moving.
For sure, man. Well, thanks for coming on time, man.
Oh yeah, man. You know, I'm a punctual guy. We got things to do, money to make, man.
Okay, for sure, man. I'm gonna be coming through that store soon, man.
For sure, yeah. Come get you some of the flyers gear, man. For sure, it's the hottest thing in the streets of Oakland right now, and like worldwide. You know what I'm saying? We made it all the way to the Wall Street Journal cover. So,
well, speaking of hot, are you coming after summer or before winter?
Man, I'm coming all those times, man. I'm coming all those times. I got something for everything. We dropping new jerseys this week at the First Friday. New baseball jerseys, new basketball jerseys, threads. We dropping a lot of stuff, man. First Friday is like where I usually premiere, like, you know what I'm saying, all the new stuff that I'm gonna have. We switch it up every 30 days. We keep it real exclusive, 6 to 12 pieces of everything. So once you got a piece, you really got a piece.
Gotcha. That sound like that sound like something that a Mac could say. You know what I'm saying? And it's the last
that's in
question.
My last name.
This is the last question that I gotta ask you before we get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
The hyphy movement, right?
Man, talk about it.
I probably are. Did I ask you that? Was the hyphy movement a hip hop dynasty? Did I ask you that today?
No.
Okay.
You asked me that, but I don't know. It did what it did, but I think like I don't know. I wasn't really a part of the hyphy movement because I was so into hip hop and real, like, so I didn't make the like go dumb goes kind of music, you know, whatever. I kind of got into it and I ain't really like, it wasn't for me.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But like the movement, like people being outside and having fun and everything, it was tight, man. It was like a dope ass time, bro. Like
yeah,
dope ass time. It was hella fun or whatever. I think the world probably took a different part of it. What was put out there, like, you know, on video and shit at that time, but they didn't really know like how the city moved, how we really like worked with each other and all the networking that was going on with the artists and people who was building their brand and all that stuff at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like during that time we was big at the High Road building. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody came up together, you know what I'm saying, during that time. A lot of the artists you hear now. So I think that was a big movement. I don't know, I ain't Steve, but I think it was a big movement for a lot of the people that's shining now. You know what I'm saying? And entrepreneurs that's out right now.
Shout out to Jay Stalin, man. I chopped it up with him.
I was finna say that. Shout out Stalin. Shout out Fab. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Filthy. Shout out everybody who still doing their thing, man, from that building for a long time, bro. I was like the fly on the wall in that building. But I was there, you know what I'm saying, around that whole movement, the whole live wire, the whole everything, you know what I'm saying? So it's dope to see all of us them elevated and we own businesses and we taking care of our kids, you know what I'm saying? And niggas ain't hating on each other, niggas ain't a part of no bullshit, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a universal vibe you get from all of us as men that we don't be fucking with that bullshit. And I think it's because the way we was all raised like musically around that type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, for sure. Well, did you give everybody the information where they can get your shit at?
Hell yeah. 5319 Fairfax, Threads, Culture and Fashion. Pull up all damn day. We got it 11 to 7, Tuesday to Saturday.
Okay, well, again, thanks for pulling up. And I'm L-Deez, also known Lawrence One, for another episode of I Need to Know. And as usual, come on.